Hi everyone, this is Sasikumar from Insight Institution. Today I'm going to present you how we perform that exploratory data analysis on the breast cancer survival dataset. This study was conducted between the year of 1958 and 1970 at the University of Chicago's Billings Hospital. The purpose of this study is to find out the survival rate of patients who had undergone a surgery for the breast cancer. In this dataset, it has a collection of 306 patient details. In the next slide, you can see what attributes which are collected from each patient. So we have around 4 attributes for each patient. First one is age. At the time of surgery, what is the patient age? The second one is operation year. On which year the surgery was conducted? Third one is axillary nodes detected. So at the time of surgery, how many number of nodes are detected in the patient? The fourth one is survival status. So we have classified into two categories. So the first one denotes the patients who had a long survival after surgery, and two denotes the patients who had a short survival after surgery. What is the overall survival rates? In this uh, graph, you can see the blue region denotes the patients who had a long survival, and for the orange region denotes the patients who had a short survival. So the majority of the graph which is covered by this blue region. So on the right side you can see out of 306 patients, the 225 patients are coming under longer survival category. So which is come around 73.52%, and for the short survival, 18 patients are coming into short survival category, which is 26.48%. Which year has the maximum number of surgeries? In this graph, in the year of 1958, we can see a maximum number of surgeries are happened. In the right side, we have picked top 3 years based on the surgeries count. In 1958, you can see that 36 surgeries are happened in that particular year. In 1964, 31 surgeries, and in 1963, you can see that 30 surgeries are recorded in that particular year. Which year has lowest success rate in surgeries? In this graph, between the year range of 1963 to 1965, you can see that the peak rise of orange region. So, which is nothing but the patients who had a surgeries between this year range had a short survival after surgery. But you can see in that left side, in the year range between 1959 to 1961, we can see a steady rise of blue region over the orange region. So, which denotes like the patients who had a surgery between this year range had a long survival. Does the age factor decide the survival chance? So, yes, in the age range between 25 to 40, you can see that the blue region is pretty much higher than the orange region. So you can see that the patient age between 25 and 40 are having higher chance for the long survival. And but at the same time, uh, the orange region is had a peak rise between the age range of 45 and 55. So in this age range, you can see the maximum number of patients had a short survival. But after the age of 60, you can see the blue region and the orange region are overlapping with each other. So the patient age between 60 and 75 are having equal chances for surviving and not surviving after 5 years. But after the age of 80, you can see that the orange region had uh, having some higher chance for the short survival, because that is pretty higher than the blue region after the age of 80. Does the axillary nodes decide the survival chance? In this graph, you can see that in x-axis, uh, we are denoting that axillary nodes. That blue region is pretty much higher in the zeroth axillary node. So, which indicates that the patient with zero axillary or less nodes are having a pretty much higher chance for the long survival. So, whenever that axillary nodes are getting increased, you can see that the blue region is getting lower. Okay, so the less number of nodes are equal to a long number of survival chances. Which age group has high survival rate? In this graph, you can see that the density is pretty much higher between the age range of 50 to 60. And on the y-axis, you can see that axillary nodes are having more density in the node range between 0 to 3. So the long survivable category are coming between the age category of 47 to 60, and the axillary nodes between 0 and 3. Okay, so what percentage of short survival patients having 0 nodes? For this, we have taken uh, two data. I mean, one is with long and short survival category, and another one is having only a short survival category. First, we will see the first left side graph. In this graph, you can see that the density area for the blue region is lies in that zeroth node. You can see that only uh, between 0 and third node, the majority of the blue region or lies between that particular axillary nodes. Okay, and on that right side, that orange blocks plot denotes, you can still see that some amount of patients are also lies in that zeroth node, but the short survival category having more density after that zeroth node. So you can see that a large number of patients who had survived more than 5 years had only 0 nodes. But at the same time, in the right side, for the short survival graph, uh, some amount of data that are lies between that are lies between that zero axillary nodes. But that zero axillary nodes are coming for all age category, almost 40 to 80. Uh, you can see that almost all age category having zero axillary nodes. So this denotes like even though the patients had zero axillary nodes are having less chance for survival. Okay. So my conclusion is the patient with less than 30 years of age will survive more than 5 years. And second is the patient who has a less nodes having high rate for survival, but a small percentage of 6.25% of patients are coming in short survival category. So which tells that so absence of positive axillary nodes does not always guarantee the survival. And the patients who had undergone surgery in the year between 1963 and 1966 having a higher number of less survival rate. Yeah, thank you so much.